Okay, so the fifth chapter is continuity and differentiability. Okay, and regarding the notes, students, I'll send the notes of inverse trigonometric function either by today or tomorrow, so you can copy it out. Only the theory part, because problems we had discussed, so only the theory part I'll give as notes. Okay, so before actually starting continuity and differentiability, you need to know some of the topics related to limits. Okay, so when you say continuity and differentiability, here it is two parts. The first part is continuity and the second part is differentiability, and this is very important chapter. So this is a separate part, that is continuity, where you need limits. Similarly, for the derivatives or differentiation, also you need the concept of limits. I hope you know something about the limits. What do you know about limits? What and all you had studied about limits in your first PUC? Something related to LHL, left hand limit, right hand limit. You remember something like this? And then some algebra of limits we had studied. Yeah, derivative after limits. Once we had studied about limits, using the limits, we had defined how to write the definition for the derivatives, right? So algebra of limits we had studied, correct? All these things we had studied. So what do you mean by limit? What do you mean by limit, students? Suppose if I say, I think I had given this example even during the classes also. Suppose you have a class, this is a class, and if it has two doors, okay, if it has two doors and you have to reach the center of the class. So how you can enter the center? Either you can go through the first door or you can come through the second door. But this common point where you will reach will be common even if you approach from the left side or from the right side, correct? ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎರಡು ಡೋರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ is just like this. Okay, if you have to find the limit of a function, so you have to find the limit of a function as at some point, say a, you have to find the limit of a function at some point a, then either you can start from the left side or you can start from the right side. But whatever you do, okay, whatever you do, if you have to say that the limit exists, then what you have to say, left hand limit should be equal to right hand limit. You have to say that left hand limit should be equal to right hand limit. How you express the left hand limit? As limit f of x tending to a from the left. So when we say left, we have to put a minus symbol over here. And when we say right, it should be limit f of x tending to a from the right. So when we say right, it should be positive. Okay, suppose you have to find the limit of a function. Say function is f of x is equal to some function, some simple functions which we have studied. If you take for example, if you want to find the limit of f of x, where f of x is x plus 10, and you have to find the limit at x is equal to 5. Okay, you have to find the limit at x is equal to 5. So what you'll do, so if you approach the 5 from the left, correct, 5 left in the approach madidru, you'll get the values to be, so if I take a value which is less than 5, which is much more less than 5, yeah, f of limit f of x tends to 5, if you find, you'll get it as 15. Good, Subramania, that is 15 you'll get. So x is 15, 5 plus 10, that is equal to 15. But if you see 5 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವಂತ values, which means if we approach the 5 from the left side, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇಂದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 4.9999 ಇಷ್ಟು ಏನೋ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ if you put this value to x, you'll get the value approximately equal to 15. Similarly, if you take the value from the right, that is if you take the value 5.00001 and if you find the limit, your value will be approximately equal to 15. So you can see that the left hand limit and right hand limit are both they are coming to a common point called as 15, which is actually the value of the function at 5. Okay, actually the value of the limit at 5. So this is how we say that the limit exists or not. So we have to find the left hand limit, we have to find the right hand limit, and we have to check whether both are equal. Okay, we have to check whether LHL is equal to RHL, and if you say that limit at that point is equal to f of a, then we say that limit exists. Correct. And then we had discussed about algebra of limits. So what happens, how to find the limit of some two functions. So if you have a constant c, and if they say limit of f and limit of g exist, which means adike value ide, a definite value you can find at that particular point. And if you have to add the two limits, how you will add, that is limit of f of x plus g of x as x tends to a is nothing but, you can split the limits, it is nothing but the sum of individual limits. So that is what regarding plus and minus. Similarly with the product also, you can split the limit, it is nothing but product of the limit, limit of the product is nothing but product of the limits. And similarly with respect to the division, only condition is the limit of the denominator should not be equal to 0. So these things we have studied in our first PUC. So now you may think why we need all these things. So in order to say continuous, a function is continuous, as you can see in the screen, there is a definition. A function is continuous at a point x naught if and only if limit of f of x at x naught is equal to f of x naught. So if you find the limit, it should give you the value at x naught. Now, before going into the definition, before actually going into the definition, just observe this graphs. Observe these graphs. What you can see in these graphs. So here they have we are given with the 4 graphs, and they have told the first 2 graphs are continuous and the next 2 are discontinuous. Can you tell me why the first 2 graphs are continuous and why the other 2 graphs are discontinuous? Why the first 2 graphs are continuous and the other 2 graphs are discontinuous? Can you observe something over here? Compare the first and third graph. What you can see? Continuous anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒನ್ ವೇ, ರೈಟ್? ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ, ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ದೀಕ್ಷಿತಾ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ಗೆ, ಆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಲಿಟ್ರಲ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು, ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್? ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲಿವ್ ಹಾ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? In the first, the line is continuously moving. Okay, what about the second? What about the third? Yeah, first graph is a sine graph, that is fine. There is no cutting in the cutting. Okay, which means there is no discontinuity ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಈಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್, ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಾನು ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ನಾನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಪೆನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಪೆನ್ ಎತ್ತಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಪೆನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರೇಕೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿ ಬ್ರೇಕೇಜ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು. ಆರ್ ಯು ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೆನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಅಟ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ವೆರ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. My pen should move from this point to here, correct? So you can see that separate ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, correct? So that is the meaning of continuous function. And the continuous function ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ at a stretch ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು you should not have a breakage over there, break ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು, ಅಥವಾ when you draw the graph you should not lift the pen. Okay, you should not lift the pen, only then we say that it is a continuous function. Okay, suppose ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ if you see this graph also, so here ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಹೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಅ ಜಂಪ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಅ ಜಂಪ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ such functions are called discontinuous functions. Suppose ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ such functions are called as continuous functions. Now coming back to the definition. So what definition says, this is the visual meaning of the continuous function, but ನಿಮಗೆ definition ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, because otherwise you can't solve the problems. So what continuous function says, so when you say about continuity function, ಇದು continuity ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ there are two types. One at a point, at a given point continuous ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು at a given interval or in the domain, ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. So here first we'll discuss about a point. So when you can say that a function is continuous at a point, if its limit exists ಆಗಬೇಕು. So when do we say that limit exists? How can we say that limit exists? How can we say that limit exists? How can we say that limit exists? Limit define ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ what you have to have, LHL should be equal to RHL, then you say that limit exists, correct? Only then you can write it as limit f of x tends to x naught, correct? Fine. So here the definition for continuous function at a point x naught is limit of the function as x tends to x naught. Okay, when you find the limit of the function as x tends to x naught, it should be equal to the value of the function. Suppose f of x is equal to some 3x plus 2. Okay, this is your function, and if I say you have to check the continuity of the function at x is equal to 3. Okay, if I say you have to check the continuity of the function at x is equal to 3. So what you have to do, first you find what is f of 3. Okay, you find what is f of 3. So in madbeku, wherever you have x, replace it by 3. So it is 3 into 3 plus 2, that is 3 3, 9 plus 2 is 11. So this is your f of x naught. Okay, this is your f of x naught. So now you find the limit of this function, as x tends to x naught. Since ಇಲ್ಲಿ function ಅನ್ನು define ಮಾಡಿರೋದು limit f of the function is defined as f of x is equal to 3x plus 2 for every x. ಎಲ್ಲ x ಗೆ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ define ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So limit change ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ chances ಇಲ್ಲ. So whatever you have to write, it is limit 3x plus 2 as x tends to 3. So directly you can substitute the value. So you can see that you'll get the same answer. You can see that limit of f of x as x tends to x naught is equal to f of x naught. Therefore, the given function is continuous at x is equal to 3. So this is how you check whether a function is continuous at a given point. What you have to do, you have to find the limit Okay, you have to find the limit at that particular point. You have to find the limit at that particular point and find the value of the function at that particular point. Okay, what you have to do, first thing is you have to find the value of the function at that point and then limit of the function at that particular point and check whether those two are equal. If they are equal, then you can say that the given function is continuous at a given point. If not, you can say that it is not continuous. Okay. So you can see this is a sine graph, correct? This is a sine graph. So you can see that sine graph is continuous because you can see there is no breakage in the graph. The graph continues. It goes on. There is no there is no need of lifting the pen to continue to the next point. Correct? ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. But when you see the tan graph and nodidre, this graph is discontinuous because it is not continuous at pi by 2. So if you see, the graph goes like this. Okay, then again I have to lift the pen and I have to go to the other point. So these are the familiar examples which you have seen. So sine function is a continuous function, whereas tan is discontinuous at pi by 2. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಜಂಪ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. You can see there is a jump. Okay, can you observe this thing, students? Okay, so you have understood the concept of continuous at a point, right? Okay, so we'll move on to the problems first. Okay, related to this definition, we'll solve some problems and then we'll go for the definition of continuous of a continuity of a function at a domain or a given interval. So this is your first question. So you have to check the continuity of the function f given by f of x is equal to, they have given f of x is equal to 2x plus 3. Okay, you have to check whether the function is continuous or not. Can anyone tell me whether the function is continuous or not? So you have to check the continuity at x is equal to 1. So what is the first thing you have to do? It is continuous. Okay, so you know the answer. So what you have to do, first thing, you have to find the value of function at 1. So you find what is f of 1. What is f of 1? It is 2 into 1 plus 3. So it is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So the value of the function at 1 is equal to 5. Now you find the limit. Limit of f of x as x tends to 1. Okay, you have to find the value of limit at x tends to 1. So it is limit of 2x plus 3 as x tends to 1. Okay, since illi there is no differentiation, changes ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಈಗ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 1 ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ x ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ 1 ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, x ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ 1 ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is a continuity in the definition. So which means you don't have to find the left hand limit and right hand limit. Even if you find, you'll get the answer to be equal. So directly you can write it as 2 into 1 plus 3. So it is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So you can see that f of 1 is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to 1. Both are equal. So the given function is continuous at x is equal to 1. So we'll move on to the next question. If you move, can you give me the answer for this? You have to check whether the given function f of x is equal to x square is continuous at x is equal to 0. So first, what you have to do, check students, what is the answer? Yes, it is continuous. Okay, so the answer is 0 you'll get. Yes, it is continuous. Good student. So what you have to do, so given function is f of x is equal to x square, correct? So first you have to check the continuity at x is equal to 0. Whether the function is continuous or not, you have to check at x is equal to 0. So what you have to do, you have to find what is f of 0. So f of 0 is 0 square is equal to 0. Okay, so again here the function is defined uniformly. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಾ? ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ. x square is x square everywhere, and even if you take any real number, it is x square. So now you find what is limit. So limit of f of x as x tends to 0 is equal to limit of x square as x tends to 0 is equal to, directly you can put the value, so it is 0 square is 0. So you can see that f of 0 is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to 0, both are equal. So the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay. Okay, so we'll continue with this question. So let me see, can anyone tell me what about the continuity at x is equal to 0? Whether the function is continuous or not. Whether the function is continuous or not. So before trying it out, just look at the, I'll give the example for not continuous. Okay, you just check, you just go through the function. It is a mod function. First you define the function. They have given f of x is equal to mod x, but you know the definition for modulus function. What is the definition for modulus function? It is x if x is greater than or equal to 0. Yeah, modulus is there, that's why I told you have to define the function properly. ಮೊದಲಿನ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. But when you have mod function, the values changes, correct? So f of x is x if x is greater than or equal to 0. It is minus x if x is less than 0, correct? This is the definition of mod function, correct? Do you remember the definition of mod function? Do you remember the definition of mod function? Yes. See, now you have the necessity to find the left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, now you have to find what is left hand limit, what is right hand limit, check whether both are equal, and then you can say that the limit exists. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ x 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, 0 ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, the value is x itself. Suppose it is less than 0, then it becomes minus x, correct? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು conditions ಇದೆ. You can see there are two conditions for the function. Okay, so that's why first you have to check what first you have to find first you find what is f of 0. So f of 0 is mod 0, mod 0 is 0. Okay, this you have found. So in order to find the limit exists anta illi helbekadre, what you have to see, you have to check what is left hand limit, what is right hand limit, and check whether both are equal. Only then you can say that limit exists. So what is left hand limit? Left hand limit is limit f of x tends to 0 from the left. Okay, x tends to 0 from the left. So that is limit of, so 0 from the left anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ values, correct? x 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ f of x ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? What happens to f of x if x is less than 0? What happens to f of x if x is less than 0? It is minus x, correct? F of x becomes minus x. So in place of f of x, you have to replace it by minus x as x tends to 0 from the left. Left ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ values, 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವಂತ values. So when x is less than 0, f of x becomes minus x. So now you can substitute the value of 0. So that is minus 0. What is minus 0? Is 0 itself. So you got left hand limit. Now you find what is right hand limit. So right hand limit is limit f of x tends to 0 from the right, which means you have to take the values greater than 0. So values x is greater than 0 adre, what happens to f of x? If x is greater than 0, it becomes positive, that is f of x is equal to x. So x is positive. So now you apply the value. So it becomes 0. So you can see that left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Therefore, limit, what is the value? What should be the value of the limit? Limit f of x tending to 0 should be equal to 0. Okay, since left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, only then you can say that the limit exists. Suppose ಇದು equal ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ directly you can say that limit exist ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So the definition ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, directly it is discontinuous ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. But here you can see left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, ಆದ ಕಾರಣ limit exist ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So limit value ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is equal to 0, and you can see that this value of the limit is equal to the value of the function at x is equal to 0. So the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay, whether this was clear, students? ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, fine. So we'll move on to the next question. So this is your next question. So they have only told it is not continuous at x is equal to 0 anta, but you have to show it. Yake, what is the reason why it is not continuous at x is equal to 0? So why it is not continuous? So first thing first, so they have defined the function f of x is equal to, it is x cube plus 3 if x is not equal to 0. So any value, if x is greater than 0 or less than 0, the value of the function f of x is x cube plus 3. So if x is equal to 0, then the value of the function is 1. Okay, so you have to check, you have to show that it is not continuous at x is equal to 0. The function is not continuous at x is equal to 0. So first you find what is f of 0. So what is the value of f of 0, students? According to the definition, what should be the value of f of 0? What should be the value of f of 0? Is 1. Correct. Good, Subramanya. It is 1. It's not 3. It is not 0. Because ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, x 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ 0 ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0 ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ f of x ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, x cube plus 3 ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ, suppose you have to find f of 1, you have to apply the first definition because x is not equal to 0. So there you can see 1 cube plus 3, which is 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Suppose if you want to find the value of function at x is equal to 0, bari 0 dalli hege define madidare, it is equal to 1. Okay, so f of 0 is 1. Is this clear, students? F of 0 is equal to 1. Yes, okay, fine. So now you have to find the left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, you have to find what is left hand limit and right hand limit. But if you see, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ what do you mean by limit? ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0 ದ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, what do you mean by limit? We are going towards 0. 0 ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಒಂದ ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಇಂದಲೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್ ಇಂದಲೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So you find what is LHL. LHL you'll get as limit of f of x as x tends to 0 from the left. So from the left ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the value of x should be less than 0. So if the value of x is less than 0, what is f of x? What is f of x? If x is less than 0, what is f of x? Whether it is the first one or the second one. What is f of x if x is less than 0? What is f of x if x is less than 0? X is less than 0, whether it is the first one or the second one. It is first one, correct? X is less than 0, not equal to 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. So less than 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you should go for the first definition. So it is x cube plus 3 as x tends to 0 from the left. So you'll get it as 0 cube plus 3. What is 0 cube? 0 cube is 0. So 0 plus 3 is 3. Now you find what is RHL. Okay, you find what is RHL. That is, you have to approach the 0 from the right. So f of x, x tends to 0 from the right. Andre value of x is greater than 0. If value of x is greater than 0, what is the definition of f of x? Whether it is the first one or the second one. Whether it is the first one or the second one. If x is greater than 0. If x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Students, x not equal to 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ x 0 ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೂಡ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಕಡಿಮೆನೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ x greater than 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0 ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. So it should be the first one, correct? So it is limit x cube plus 3 x tends to 0 from the right. So it is 0 cube plus 3 is equal to 3. So you can see that left hand limit and right hand limit are equal, correct? Left hand limit and right hand limit are equal, correct? Both values are equal. So limit exists. So what is the value of the limit? F of x as x tends to 0 should be equal to, what should be the value, students? What should be the value? Left hand limit is 3, right hand limit is 3. So both are equal, which means limit exists. So what should be the value of the limit? It should be 3. Okay. Now you check according to our definition. Nama definition ಏನು continuous at a function at a point ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ limit at that point should be equal to the value of the function at that point. What is the value of the function at x is equal to 0? What is the value of the function at x is equal to 0? It is 1. Okay. But what is the value of the limit at as x tends to 0? What is the value of the limit as x tends to 0? It is 3. So you can see that both are not equal. Correct? Aderadu equal alla. But namma definition prakara hegirbekiತ್ತು, f of, according to our definition, it should be, definition ಏನು, f at x naught should be equal to limit of f of x as x tends to x naught. Correct? So here you can see the difference. Illi 1 anta answer bantu, illi nanige 3 anta answer bantu. So it is not equal. If it is not equal, it is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay? Artha aita students? Did you understand the concept? Why it is not continuous? Why it is not continuous? Did you understand? Yes. So today we have studied only about the continuous at a point. Okay, continuous. Okay, ಏನಾಗಿದೆ f of 0 ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಕುವಂತದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದೆರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. Okay, I'll discuss one more example in the next class because we are running out of the time, students. Okay, so as of now you just revise the definition, okay, and just try to figure out some more examples. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? You have understood the things whatever we have discussed today.